Hi, it's Wendy here again. Welcome to step number 3 on how to stop running an expensive hobby and how to start running a real business. In step 1, you created goals. Step 2, you created a plan to achieve those goals. And now we need to do step 3, and that is to monitor your progress weekly. Think about this. When you're planning to go on a journey, you think about where you are now and your destination. And maybe you're going from London up to Edinburgh or New York to Boston. So you think about where you are now and where you want to go to, and you plan a route. But along your journey, you're always asking yourself, how far have I come? How far have I got to go? Running a business is no different. If you think about it, your goal is your destination, your TOD plan is your journey, and measuring your progress weekly lets you know how far you've come and how far you've got to go. I love measuring my progress because what it does is it gives me that sense of achievement, that sense that I'm moving forward, and it gives me the motivation to keep on doing the work. So I really encourage you to make time every week to measure your progress. I recommend that you measure it in 3 areas. The first area, of course, is your income. How much money did you make this week? Think about that. Where do you get your income from and how much did actually come in? So you must track that every week against your monthly income targets, which of course are related to your annual goal. Then secondly, related to your income is you must track how much you are spending, because you don't want to be spending much more than what you're bringing in. Otherwise, you will run into cash flow difficulties, and that's painful. So I've given you a very simple chart that you can use to track your income and your expenses. And then simply subtract your expenses from your income to understand if you've made a profit or a loss that week. The second element that you must track is your sales pipeline. And I love tracking my sales pipeline because what it does is it makes me feel confident that I've got money coming in down the track. If I know that I've got warm leads, hot leads, and even some cool ones in a few months' time that will convert to sales, that helps me sleep at night because I know I can make my mortgage payments. So creating a sales pipeline is really simple. Again, I use Post-it notes, and on my wall I have the months of the year on the top, and then I get green Post-it notes for work I'm doing now. So for my clients that I'm seeing now, I put their name on a green Post-it note and how much money I'm getting from them. And then if I'm at proposal stage with a client, or I'm doing a big marketing push for one of my courses, I would call that a warm lead. So I put that on an orange or an amber Post-it note. Again, the name of the person, the name of the course, the name of the product, and what is my expected revenue from that. And then lastly, cold leads, but they could convert. So I put that on a red Post-it note. Again, the name and how much money. So if you can imagine this, on my wall, I have a vast array of red, amber, and green Post-it notes, all with names and numbers on them. And so looking at that, I can see very simply how much I'm working on now, how much is likely to come in, and what I need to really start to do work on to take that lead from being cold to warm. When I started doing this, I felt a lot more relaxed and a lot more confident that my business goals would be met. And trust me, that helped me sleep at night. So I really urge you to do that. Then, last but not least, you need to track your website analytics. Most of us have websites, and for all of us, our website is a key marketing tool. You really need to understand how much traffic is coming to your website and what's happening with that traffic. And importantly, where is that traffic coming from? So you need to track unique visitors and new visitors so you can understand who's fresh, who's new to your business. And then if you start to understand where are these visits coming from, is it direct? Is it from your newsletter? Is it from social media? Is it from a link in an article you wrote on a blog somewhere? Really analyze where your traffic is coming from. Because once you do that, you know where you need to be spending more of your time. So for my website, corporatecrossovers.com, I know that I get 42% of my web traffic from LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a brilliant source of visitors for me. So therefore, my marketing strategy has a lot of LinkedIn activity in it because that's where my traffic comes from. So when you do this type of analysis, you can get really clear about where you need to spend your effort. So measure your progress weekly. Maybe do it on a Monday morning or a Friday afternoon, but do it every week, do it at the same time each week, and you will really start to see the progress go up because what you focus on expands.